Good morning, guys. I'm CJ Kwachia. I'm just here just to say hi and to talk about something about my journey as a businessman. Like it started back 2009 when I was just 1 year old from high school. Imagine how lucky I was. I could start a business just right from high school. So I ventured into transport business. I had a tuk-tuk when tuk-tuk was a tuk-tuk back then in Kisumu. It costed me around 600k. I can say the business did well or rather poor, but it was somewhere in between good and bad. It had some challenges. I came to realize that challenges are part and parcel of business, just like in life. You go through ups and downs. So I can say the business did wrong or the people who are managing the business. No, that's to life. So actually, what prompted me to do this is to talk to you guys if your intention is to start business, because actually there is more to it. Business is not about the capital. When I talk of the capital, the liquid capital, that's the money. Back in accounting school, I was taught that even liabilities are capitals, right? They can be assets, okay? So guys, when we talk of capital in business, it's not just waking up, having like 600,000, finding a suitable area, a store, buying goods, staffing your store, employing somebody or rather you being there, then waiting for customers to come. Let me tell you something about another capital people overlook, like the customers. Customer or the client rather is a big capital in business, and it's something that you must give a very hefty thought about. You must do a background research. You must be sure who do you want to serve. Now we start business. Is it for which class of people do you cut across? You must know the ideology of the people you want to serve, their background. Like, what do they think about that? Do they really need it? Business is all about solving people's problems. So before you get money, before you earn from those people, are you solving their daily to-day problems? Are you into them? Do you feel like if you are the one being served, now you are in the customer's shoe, will your business satisfy your needs? So that's what we overlook. We all think that business is all about having the goods, and that stops with that. No, remember, in Nairobi, Moso, or in major towns, actually with the devolution, every town is as competitive as Nairobi. And when we talk of starting a business, you must have a store. And when we talk of the rents, I think averagely across the major towns in Kenya, a small space that can fit my table, a normal dining table goes for, that's averagely, let's say 15,000 averagely, but in Nairobi that will cost you a lot. So that is a liability to the business. You just have to pay the rent. First thing first, you need to pay the distributors, all those who supply you with goods. Another thing, you need to pay the employers, because actually you are not going to run the business as you don't show up. You can't. You need somebody who works for you. So those are expenses. Now the cost of running business, when you overlook it, you will be frustrated. And then again, the business incubation. Before you start it, did you do a lot of research? And why are you doing that business? Are you interested in it? Does it inspire you? Are you doing it as a hobby or rather as a source of livelihood, because now truth is, if you go into business as a source of livelihood, it will be backfire, because now there is that time, there is that period that the business will not be giving you money. All you will be doing is spending on the business. You are nurturing it, you are incubating. Business is just like a baby. You just have to take your baby to school until a time that she can depend on her own and can provide for herself or himself or the family. So it takes stages. So this is the mentality we always get, that I just want to be in business. Why are you in business? First thing first, does it satisfy your soul to do that? Yeah. So guys, I'm 35. Just like I said, I started my first business when I was 19, and it never met the expectation. It was somewhere in between. I have tried a lot of things. Some terribly failed. There were some, but the best knowledge I've learned from business is that you start small, you gradually grow, then boom, you capture the world. But you can't start by capturing the world. Let me tell you, the customers you're going to serve doesn't care whether you have a fancy shop, like let's say you have a salon, like you have the best hair dryers, you have the best, like everything. Your salon, you have the best air conditioner. I don't know what it takes to have a salon or kinyozi, but like you have a club, you have the best DJ in the club, the best music. No, it is not about that. It's about the name, the brand. When people talk about that business brand, what does that impact? Like me as a businessman, CJ's, when somebody talks of CJ's, what is that CJ's they're talking about? Does it have impact on them? So this impact only comes when you serve only one customer right. When you satisfy one customer's need, does will give you another customer, who will give you another customer, who will give you. So it's like a chain. So what I'm trying to say, that in business you must learn your client, and clients, you must feel like, most so the current world, they believe on the online thing. Like somebody is in Mombasa, but you have the goods in Nairobi. He or she sends you money and trusts you to deliver that good. So the moment you receive customers, like say I want to deliver TV to Mombasa, let's say it's a 55-inch TV, any brand, let's say it is worth 50k. Now, boom, you have received 50k. Now, to deliver this good from Nairobi to Mombasa, I believe it must take more than 24 hours. So, be the customer between the time you receive the money and you deliver the good. What goes in the customer's mind? Like, what if this money goes to it? Like, what if he switches off this one? What if this was a scam? What if he does not deliver? So, the customer is restless, they have anxiety. So the same way the customer on the other side is restless, is anxious, should be you, like on this side, be anxious. Be like, what if I don't deliver this to the customer? What if I don't deliver according to his or her expectation? What will happen? So when you play it both sides, then it will like push you to give it right. So when you do it right and the customer is relieved, like, he has delivered, and you will be like, I have delivered. So you need the two way. It is like communications. You send the signal, you send the signal back, and you tell them we are getting each other at the same equal energy, like strength 5, okay? So business is all about satisfying the customer souls. When you satisfy a customer, then you are slowly building a customer base that even if you are gone, you are nowhere, even you are dead, Then the people who will be managing that business after you, they keep the same culture, that business, I assure you, will not be dead. And that's how business are managed. So it's not about how much you put into the business. It's not how much you do the branding, the marketing. The marketing is good for people to know, but there are people like there are major brands that they care less about the marketing. But it's all about the services they have been doing, they have been giving people for the longest period they have been in business. So guys, if you really want to be into business, it is time to think big on the clients as the first capital. I must admit, I started the business that is working for me. I never invested much into it, but I got to learn more from it from different players, people who have been to business, they have made it, they have failed, and coincidentally, life has been like in life, your energy attracts people with the same energy. So generally, coincidentally, I've been meeting people with the same energy as mine, and they have been into business, and they have been there, and they know it. But rather, sometimes mine won't play like them. Every case is unique, so you don't go into business because this guy made it, so let me learn from his best steps, and this guy failed, let me learn from his missteps or the bad steps he made, and now let me combine the good step and the bad steps and incorporate into my steps so that I can make the best of steps. No, every steps are different. His steps of success and failures ain't the same as your steps to failure to success. We just learn so that we can do it our way. Their ways are not yours. So you don't go into business because somebody tells you that they think you can do this. Or you don't go into business, you stop going into business because somebody tells you that you can't. No, you just show up, give it a try, then get to know from others how best can you do it. That's it.